lunge horses for two reasons: to wear them down and to punish them. And that's what I learned. That's what I grew up with. That's what we did. That's why I'm not involved in hunter jumpers anymore, because that's what they do. I have a couple pretty hard and fast rules as far as lunging, and the biggest one is I don't want to hear anybody snapping a whip at a horse for any reason. A whip is supposed to be an extension of your arm. It's supposed to be a cue. It is not supposed to be a punishment. It can be used as an extension of your arm. You know, I mean, sometimes you could, smack your horse, but it is never used to hit your horse so hard that you hurt him, or snap your whip so hard that it scares him. You will never, ever hear me snap a whip for any reason. Chelsea's bringing me my whip. So, and that is
so she can snap it.
Kind of old school. A lot of people who did old school stuff, like me, maybe even you years ago, you'd put a horse on a lunge line and just, and snap it and snap it and snap it to make them run.
Yep.
We don't want to lunge our horses to where they run. We want to lunge our horses for respect, so that they learn how to respect us. Lunging is all about, this part of lunging is really all about, my horse, this is my favorite. And I bought one a new one at Congress last fall, and then I left it in one of the stores. I know, I was so mad. $15 I spent. $15 I spent on it. I left it in the store. I've had this one now for about 3 or 4 years. It's pretty wrecked. This is actually a natural horsemanship stick. Like what you see, it comes apart so you can use it as a cue stick. So we lunge our horses for respect. And basically, in a nutshell, the whole natural horsemanship technique basically says that we mimic horses in the wild, which means a horse in the wild, when you've got a horse that comes in and he's bad or he's whatever, they chase him out of the herd. You chase him away from you. They learn that as long as they're standing with you, that they get to rest. They learn that as long as they're out there, predators can get me and I have to work. That's really the basic concept. The basic concept is making the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult, and using your horse's heart and lungs to accomplish that. So Missy, of course, when I started doing this with her, all I wanted was her attention. And you can tell, a horse that's either afraid of you. Horses have two sides of their brain. Their left brain is their reactive brain. Their right brain is their thinking brain. When a horse is thinking with their left brain, that's when they're spooking, that's when they're running away, that's when they're doing things that are very reactive. So basically what we have to teach them is we teach them how to think with their right brain. In order to do that, we have to get them to pay attention to us, and we have to get them to look at us. Missy didn't look at me for probably 4 months. She went around the ring, and after a while, I kind of got her where she'd be obedient, but she would never look at me. And it was a combination of fear and dominance.
Love.
She can be you cannot allow a horse to be dominant over you. Why? Because they will hurt you. Because in a herd situation, when a horse is dominant over another horse, what does that horse do? They kick him, they bite him, they put him in the pecking order. We have a pecking order here, and I am at the top of the pecking order. Now, do I achieve getting to the top of the pecking order by beating her? No, I get it by making the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard, which basically says, that I have total control over you. Now that was because she totally didn't listen to what I said. So you have to really learn that head shake right there was dominance. That was her trying to be lead mare. Learn to pay attention to what your horses are doing.
She does it right in front of her. See how good she's feeling? She's feeling like, I'm going to do what I want you to do. That's because she got used to going over tests.
Huh?
It's because she got used to going over tests. Now she's trying to go over you.
This is her personality. She has a dominant personality. But now watch how closely she really is paying attention to me. So here's the thing. When you first do this with a horse, first thing you have to do is get control over their feet. And that means move them forward.
Come on, I'm on the video.
So all you guys are going to worry about is basically this. Now the biggest thing that you need, most of these guys that you guys are going to work are all trained to do this already. Nobody's going to have to be a horse trainer and teach one of my horses how to do this. Because she's very good at it. But what you don't want, and I noticed Wendy when you were working with Dandy, did you notice when you were working with Dandy, when you turned her, she turned away from you? You ever notice that? When you turn her, she turns to the fence.
Yeah.
That is her sticking her middle finger up at you. That is what that is. So in that case, what you need to do is as soon as she does that, you need to turn her back in the original way she came from. And make her tired enough that she starts looking to you for guidance. That's really what you want her to do. You want her to look to you for guidance. See what a sassy thing she is? I mean, my God, we don't want to get these horses to where they're so submissive that they lose their personality. So there's certain things that we put up with. I mean, she's a really good girl, so I know that. Body language is everything. When I'm square on with her, and my whip is my gas pedal. So when you're driving a car and you want to get up to 55 miles an hour, you push your gas pedal. When they're already at 55 miles an hour, your gas pedal's still there, but it's a lot quieter. You just keep your whip there. You don't want to do this. These guys all know that when you take your whip away, except her, because she's got energy burn.